Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. As you see some of these matches that's going to be featured tonight, as you see right here, six-man tag team trios championships are on the line as the Elite defend their goal against Top Flight and AR Fox. Can the Elite continue their dominance as six-man tag team champions, or will we see a new six-man tag team champions in the team of Top Flight and AR Fox? Speaking of tag teams, the main event was the Acclaim defend the tag team championships, the Gun Boys, with his friends in the Acclaim or with his son. Blood thicker than water? We'll find out and see. Also, too, Jamie Hayter goes against the Bunny for the women's championship. The Bunny, as well as Roosh and versus Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is one step closer to getting his hands on MJF one bit, but he do it by defeating Roosh, a former Ring of Honor champion, in order to get that championship opportunity, as well as MJF. Speaking of the world champions, MJF goes against Katasha Tansana in a world eliminator match. We'll talk about that, as well as Ricky Starks must go through the gauntlet to get his hands on Chris Jericho. He had to go through Jericho's boys in order to do so. All this and more, as I say, and plus too, we'll have updates on what's going on with Jerry the King Lawler. Hopefully, the King is feeling better. Dax Hartwell has something to say. Even good old JR had something to say about the King. So we got a lot to get to. All this and more when the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report, and it starts right now. Hello, everyone. This is Kendra Diggs here for your AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Like I said, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe and share. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We thank you all for watching this edition on this February 8th, 2023. Yes, a day after my birthday. Thank God. But we got a lot to get into these matches that I had went down the rundown. So we're gonna get started with couple of these couple of these matches. We're gonna get started with this. The Jericho Appreciation Society and Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks wants to get his hands on Chris Jericho, but the only way how he get his hands on Jericho, he has to go through the gauntlet. Ricky Starks went through everyone you can think of imaginable. But at the end, Chris Jericho, Daniel Garcia was the one that pinned Ricky Starks and dethroned him. Jericho playing mask. He was a masked man. We can show that. What Jericho did, Jericho pulled the ultimate stunt, masking himself as a fan. Jericho don't want to go against Ricky Starks. Jericho just trying to find ways and figure out how to defeat Ricky Starks, and he did so tonight by dressing up as a fan to get Ricky Starks off guard and having Daniel Garcia and the rest of them. I guess with that, Chris Jericho found his way, but only time will tell on that and what Jericho has in store. Also, too, world champion MJF, he had a lot to say tonight. He even did a promo about his thinking he was dating Liv Morgan, which that could be a thing, and he said some inappropriate things about Liv Morgan. But he had his match tonight to Tisha Sakata in a world title eliminator match. If Kyle defeated MJF, he would earn himself a future world championship shot. Takada didn't win due to the fact that let's see, he didn't win, but due to the fact of MJF playing politics and being a sneaky, sleazy man. MJF saying that he went into detail about Liv, and many people were thinking like, what is he talking about? Liv? He talking about Liv Morgan? And that's what he was talking about, Liv Morgan. So we don't know this New Jersey thing. I don't know if MJF was telling the truth or not. He bulked up and got incredible shape. MJF, to me, he's a good talker, but he's not. He's missing something as a world champion. That's just to me. But speaking of that, Daniel Bryan, um, who wants to get his hand on MJF, Daniel Bryan had to go through a lot of people. He went through Roosh and defeated Roosh. Daniel Bryan also was trying to get that win, that notch in tonight. Daniel Bryan did, but it was a lot going on. Even Daniel Bryan had helped Takasha out earlier, and Daniel Bryan won his match earlier, and he got paid for by his troubles by MJF, who used that arm bar to plow on Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan got his work cut out for him if he wants to win the world title from MJF. I hope he gets it from him and flies it out for him. That's what I hope. But this was interesting to say. MJF said, "I don't like Roosh, but however, I think he's far away from the most controversial star potential." And he's saying that you got to earn your pay, Pedro. I think MJF is just way too crazy. This egomaniacal champion, but only time will tell with MJF as world champion. I don't think he cut the mustard. I think Roman Reigns more of a credible world champion than he is. That's just me. Speaking of that, women's champion Jamie Hayter was in action. Jamie Hayter went against the Bunny and won her match over the Bunny in a controversial fashion, as well as this 6-man tag team championship match was online. AR Fox and Top Flight put their divisions up high, but AR Fox and them lost to the Elite. The Elite continues their reign and their dominant going forward. I think they're just going through. They're taking on challenges left and right. So we have to wait and see how this is going to play out. And speaking of that, we have new, and I mean new. We can find. We have new AEW Tag Team Champions, and it was a bit of a shocker for me on how these went down earlier tonight. We can show. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna show you right quick. We have new AEW Tag Team Champions, and their names are Austin and Colton Gunn. They're the new AEW Tag Team Champions. Defeated the Acclaim to win the AEW Tag Team Champions. Colton and Austin now are in their first reigns AEW Tag Team Champions. Defeating the Acclaim by some shady attack is what they did. The Acclaim now no longer the AEW Tag Team Champions. Now you got to wonder, the Acclaim, will they get a rematch for the tag team gold? I think so. But now this is the Austin and Colton's time as tag team champions. I see Austin and Colton losing those titles to FTR after what they did. That's what they look like going to happen. So look for that going forward. Um, so we told you Daniel Bryan getting his match MJF had his match against Takosha. He tried to be in physical shape, whatever MJF. Jamie Hayter won her match in a women's ratified match, so there's a lot going on. All right, that ends the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. We move forward to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we talk about this. We talk about we can find it right quick. All right, JR and King, a legendary tandem themselves, with the great one of the two greatest announcers in the Attitude Era in all wrestling. The King and JR, as JR went in here and did a brief message about his friend the King. The King had suffered that stroke and underwent the surgery we told you about last week. JR made a comment saying that his prayer and wishes to all go to Jared Lawler and wishing King a speedy recovery. Back to his road to recovery. The King has suffered a stroke. Pictures are floating around. We'll have it this week on the SmackDown Ring Report for you. So we'll have it coming up. Also, too, Dave Mesner was on Wrestling Observer Live and said that the Young Bucks match that they had with the Young Bucks would appear on that Rampage had a bad number. So like I said, the Young Bucks they claim they draws, but they're not. But Cody was the only draw. When you think about it, but the Young Bucks think they were draws stuff. But also, too, Mark Briscoe will make an appearance on Dynamite on Rampage. Mark Briscoe, we will hear from him since that tribute from his brother in that match. Mark Briscoe now goes on and man, we'll see. We'll hear from Mark Briscoe this week. Also, too, these are screenshots of the upcoming WWE 2K23 game, and this is a appearance from Carmelo Hayes, NXT star. He looks like himself in the game. They got the detail and everything. So Carmelo Hayes is in the game. And we'll see. Like they say, Melo don't miss. So hey, we'll see that Carmelo Hayes in the game. We'll see how that's gonna play out. Also, too, speaking of NXT, yesterday was Gigi Dolan got her and what's her name? They are no longer toxic attraction to what had happened. And now Gigi Dolan might be getting some revenge after what her name did to her, JC Jane did to her. So we'll get to see that. All right. We told you all these faces going on. We're gonna show you the last one, and that was not this, the Gun Boys winning their first tag team championship over the Acclaim. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Ring Report. I've been your host, Kenny Dixon, so long, and thank you for watching.